Great. So let's talk a little bit about, and you kind of mentioned the fat and stuff in the scrotum. Let's just talk a little bit about yearling bulls, because that's pretty common now. People go buy a young bull, going to get as much as I can out of this bull and everything. They'll turn out and usually that bull's been on pretty good. In other words, he's been fitted for show, so he's pretty fat, and then they'll go turn that bull out, and then kind of, things just didn't go right. So kind of, could you talk just a little bit about how we might take care of a yearling bull a little better?
They're kind of like yearling heifers, they're still kids, and we can use them for sure. Most breeds of bulls should be fertile by the time they're 12 to 16 months old. But you can have some delayed maturity in individuals. Again, we do this individually because individuals are different. Mm-hmm. So you could sure have some, 14, 15-month-old bulls. If you looked at the semen under microscope, a telltale sign of immaturity would be problems with cytoplasmic droplets on mid pieces and things like that. That would raise a flag and say, hey, maybe this bull's not quite ready to use. Put him back, and maybe expect greater things from him.
So
later on.
You bring up a good point, Dr. Carpenter, as we'll go to as when we do our evaluation. So I find cytoplasmic droplets, and they're pretty much considered a secondary abnormality, right? So say I've got 70% minimum passing, and let's just say I have more cytoplasmic droplets. Would it be fair to say, well, this is young bull, so we kind of factor that into this deal?
Well, he is what he is that day, right?
Exactly.
So he's probably not going to perform the way we want him to.
Exactly.
But I'm probably not going to, especially if I paid a lot for him and he's a good bull, I'm going to give him a little bit of time. But I'm not going to expect him to go out and work like his neighbor might.
And the point is, I think what the veterinarian's obligated to do, and what you need to understand as a producer, is what it is what it is. Now there's a potential that this bull might be better and everything, and he'll mature out of it, but there's also a potential that there's something else happening there. And so that was pretty common in practice. A guy would come in and he would say, okay, and then we'd start talking about it. Well, he's going to be all right then because he's just immature. It might be because he's immature, or he might have other issues. So again, I think what it is what it is. And there's nobody says, okay, if he's a 60, that doesn't mean you can't use him. You just have to understand the limitations of the test and what it's doing. I would certainly recommend retesting that bull. But again,